Now, with designer handbag prices really getting out of control, I wanted to share my thoughts on two contemporary priced pieces that can really compete with luxury. Hi guys, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. My name is May, also known as Mrs. Leva, and we talk way too much about handbags on this channel. And today, of course, I have another handbag comparison video to share with you guys. I have been chatting with you all over on Instagram a ton, and a bunch of you agree that designer or luxury handbags are just getting out of control with the prices. In today's video, I actually wanted to focus on two brands that are actually offering a very luxurious and very well-made handbag for that contemporary price point. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the two handbags which I will be comparing today. And the first one is the Parisa Wang Madison tote. This is in the size medium in the color brown. Now, full transparency, this bag was actually gifted to me. They did reach out, I want to say at the end of June, so around my birthday period, and they asked me if I wanted to try out one of their handbags. And after actually seeing a ton of little reels and sort of posts in regards to this brand, I was really intrigued, so of course I opted to say yes. And the handbag that I wanted to compare to the Parisa Wang Madison tote is none other than my beautiful Polene number 7. This one here is in the camel texture leather, and this is the regular size. So for the video, I will be sharing what I love and don't love so much about each of these handbags. I will be comparing them actually to higher end or designer brands such as Polene and YSL. I also wanted to share mod shots since these two bags offer a top handle and a crossbody strap. And of course, this wouldn't be a complete handbag comparison video if I didn't share with you guys what fits inside of each. So let's start off with some of the basic specs in regards to the bags. As I said, this is the Parisa Wang Madison tote. It is in the size medium, which is pretty deceiving because it is on the smaller size of the medium size spectrum, but still a very nicely sized bag overall. It is in the color brown, and it is made of a textured calfskin Australian leather. The interior is actually leather lined, which is super luxurious in my opinion. And then you also have gold plated hardware. This handbag currently retails for $375 USD. Now let's go over my lovely Polene number 7. And if you guys are watching this video, you're probably not new to Polene, but I did want to go over the specs of this one as well. As I said, this is the regular size in the camel texture leather. The leather is actually an Italian textured calfskin leather, and the interior of this handbag is in a beautiful suede material, very durable in my opinion. And then we do have gold plated stainless steel hardware. Last but not least, this bag retails currently for $490 USD. Okay, I placed them both on top of my chair so you guys can see them while I speak about each of the different details. So I want to start off by saying that they both have a ton of similarities but some differences as well. As you can tell, they both have some top handle options. However, in the Polene, the top handle is actually removable, while on the Parisa Wang, it is not removable. They both offer crossbody straps. However, on the Polene, it is non-detachable, while in the Parisa Wang, it is detachable and adjustable as well. I actually have it still wrapped up because I haven't used this bag as a crossbody. I really like the look of it as a top handle. I feel like it's very chic and very classic like that. However, I did want to point out something that I did notice about the adjustable crossbody strap, which I really liked. And that is that the Parisa Wang offers a separate clasp in order for you to hook that crossbody strap, which I really enjoy because you don't have the clasp of the crossbody rubbing against the leather of the top handle option. I know that there are a lot of handbags out there that offer a top handle and a removable crossbody strap, or just a fully attached crossbody strap, but what happens is that they hook it within the same clasp as the top handle, therefore causing the hardware to rub against the leather and then making it wear really badly really quickly. So I really like the fact that they thought that through and actually made a whole nother clasp for you to be able to hook the crossbody strap to. Back to the similarities of these two handbags, and it is that they sort of have a flap opening. As you can see, the Parisa Wang actually has this detail here, which is just basically to make the straps on the side a little bit more compact. So what it does is that it actually brings in the handbag, making it look a little bit slimmer. I have personally loved using it with this unhooked. So it is sort of like a magnet closure. You just pull it aside like so. This is just pretty much for detail. It does have the beautiful Parisa Wang brand embossed on that gold hardware. So that's a really nice touch that they have. But the way that you get into the bag is actually by stretching it out a little bit. And it does have this flap opening here, which actually closes with a magnetic closure that it does have in the interior. So inside you have a slip pocket in the front, and then you also have a zippered pocket in the back. I have to be honest, I have not used the back zippered pocket. I usually keep my things within pouches, which I'll get into a little bit when I share with you what fits inside. But this slip pocket in the front has been amazing, especially if I want to carry a slim card holder or just have easy access to my phone. I'll go ahead and slide it in there. As I did mention, the interior of the Parisa Wang tote is actually leather lined, which is super luxurious, and I feel like speaks volume of the brand due to the fact that this bag is actually under $400. You have a ton of designer high-end brands that release handbags, and the interior you just have like a raw lining or a fabric lining for that matter. So I thought that that was a really nice touch on their part. Comparing the flap opening of the Parisa Wang to the Polene number 7, and as you can tell, it is also a flap opening that closes with this little clasp right here. You basically open up this circle, so it kind of has the same detail as the Parisa Wang. Once you open it up, then you're able to just pull up the flap and then get into the handbag like so. This one does have a suede lining interior, which has held up incredibly well. And then you do have a small slip pocket in the back. This one fits comfortably a card holder. It does not fit my phone since I do have the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I honestly don't think it would fit any phone for that matter, unless you have like one of those really old small flip phones. Besides that, I don't know what else you can place in there. Maybe like some change or some loose bills if you wanted to. And then it also does have a little D-ring right here on the side for you to attach if you wanted to attach like a little key clay or your keys there for easy access. Now getting into some other differences in regards to the bag, and that is the crossbody strap. I do love that they both come with adjustable straps. I talk about this all the time whenever I'm doing a review in regards to a handbag, but we spend thousands of dollars on bags for them to come with just a standard fit strap, and we're not all the same size or height. Therefore, we definitely appreciate a good adjustable strap with these very expensive handbags, and that is what these two actually offer. So the only difference is that, as you can tell, the Polène strap is non-removable. It is basically sewn into the handbag. It is also a little bit thicker than the Parisa Wang, as you can see here. But as I did mention, they are both adjustable, which is a really nice touch as well. Now, I have mentioned before how I do feel like the Polène strap can be a little bit uncomfortable if you are wearing it for a long period of time crossbody, because I do feel like it starts moving up on your shoulder, and then if you're wearing like just like a basic tank, it'll kind of rub on your neck. At least that's what's happened to me, so I definitely like to point that out. I feel like with this slimmer strap, you won't have that happening, just because this one will lay probably on your body a lot more comfortably, due to the fact that it is spread wider apart, where as you can see here on the Polene number 7, it is a little bit closer since it's just attached at the back part. Right now, before getting into how these bags fit on me crossbody, I will be sharing the shortest setting and the longest setting. I wanted to share with you how the top handles fit. And I gotta say that the top handle drop is super comfortable. As you can see, you have a lot of space still in order to be able to wear even a puffy jacket if you wanted to. So just wanted to point that out here. So for height reference, I am 5'3" or 160 centimeters, and this is the Polène and this is the Parisa Wang. I did also mention that the Polène strap was a little bit thicker than the Parisa Wang, and you can definitely see that here. Let me come up a little bit closer so you guys can see how they actually drop on my body. The Polène is definitely a little bit higher than the Parisa Wang. So if you are taller, that's probably a pro for you on this side, and then not so good on the other side, but just wanted to point that out. And then here are both handbags on the shortest settings, which they offer. As you can see, the Polène definitely hits a little bit higher. However, keep in mind that for the Parisa Wang, you do have the handle, which is non-adjustable or removable. So it just tends to hit a little bit higher than the Polène just would, because the Polène strap does fall on the side like so. But even with that being said, it's such a soft, supple leather, like I mentioned, that it's not uncomfortable to have it. It literally hits me right underneath my breast and I feel like it's not even there. So here it is how they lay on my body, once again in that shortest setting. Now I am going to get into what fits in the bag next, but stay tuned because as I said, I will be sharing comparisons of how the leather looks from these two contemporary priced handbags compared to some of my higher end handbags like the Celine luggage and the YSL Uptown clutch. Now for the most part, I'm very boring and traditional when it comes to the things that I carry inside of my handbags. I usually have the same pouches over and over again. In this case, rather than my toiletry 15, I am using the little pouch that the Negeri bags come with. And in here, I wanted to share really quickly, since I was told on my Polene Matisse and Alma comparison that you guys would like to see what it is that I carry in the pouches. I have a hand cream, I have a small little pill box, I have my headphones, I also have that packet of wipes in here since it does fit. I also have a hand sanitizer, and then I also have some eye drops as well. So just a few little things that I might need during the day. And this little pouch actually fits in here really nicely. I actually really like the fact that this bag has a lot of space, even though she is pretty tiny. Moving on to my next pouch, and that is my mini pochette. For the most part, this pouch is always in all of my handbags. In here I have 2 panty liners, I have some Alka-Seltzer, I do have some cuticle balm, I also have a small little nail clipper here, and then I have my Dior lip glow oil, and this one is in the color mahogany. And then I also have some hair ties, a small little hairbrush, and then a small little nail file inside. So I will be placing this one inside of the handbag, but I am going to place it sideways because I do need space in order to put in my wallet, which is my latest little addition. I have not been able to get enough of this cute little piece. This is the Hermes Kelly Compact Wallet. I always have a hard time saying the full name. In the Epsom leather and in the color gold. Just wanted to also do a little quick comparison in regards to both colors. So even though they are very similar, I feel like the Parisa Wang color is a little bit richer, but I still feel like they pair really nicely together. So as I said, I placed the mini pochette sideways because I did mention in my unboxing video of this piece, but it actually pops out a little bit, the Kelly closure here. So what I like to do is place it inside sideways so that that spot takes over the space that's available on the side of the handbag. Hopefully that makes sense. And then last but not least are my sunglasses. I do have my Key Australia. These are the go-getters or jet setters, something like that. I'll have them linked down below. These are my go-to sunglasses, the classic pair that I have that I know will go with all of my looks. They are also polarized, and I love Key Australia because they're really inexpensive as well. So I do keep them in this little soft case just so that I can put this inside the bag and it actually fits in there really comfortably. So here we have what the bag looks like with all those things. Now, as I said, I just wanted to switch out the things that I had in the Negeri, but as you can tell, I would probably end up going for just a smaller pouch just so that the things are not too cramped up as they do seem inside of there. I also have my iPhone, which I can definitely fit inside of this handbag. But as I said, being that the things are so tight right now, I would probably just end up switching out one of those pouches in order to fit my iPhone comfortably. But if I wanted to go for it, I can go ahead and place it in that little slip pocket. And then what I would do is just place the flap in the back, and that way I have really easy access to maneuver all of the things inside. So I really like that the leather is so soft and supple because it really makes this flap very malleable and very easy to move around. So it gives me the opportunity to kind of carry the bag as like an open space, which you guys know I love that type of layout in a handbag. because it's just easy for me to go in and grab my things as I need. All right, so let's move this one to the bottom and bring up the next contender, which is my Polene. Once again, this is the number 7 in the regular size. So let me start off with the things that would actually fit in here and how I would pack it, and then I'll share with you how the Naghetti pouch fits. So here is what she looks like. As you can see, I have the iPhone, the wipes, the pouch, then the soft case, and then my wallet. The main thing that allows you to fit a lot of things in this handbag is the fact that the bottom has a nice width to it, because it does have that triangle feel which starts getting smaller as you go up. And then the fact that I do have a lot of soft pouches in here will allow me to actually close this bag very nicely and very seamlessly. As you can see, she's also not losing her shape in any way. However, she is a little bit heavy just because she does have a few things inside, but she carries pretty much the essentials that you would need, whether it is on a day out or on a night out. I also did post a picture because one of you asked me here on YouTube to share the difference between the Polène Camel and the Hermes Gold, but I wanted to share with you again here just so you can see it in video. In this case, I do feel like the Hermes Gold is a lot richer than the Polène Camel. And then, as promised, I wanted to share with you the Naghetti little pouch and how it fits inside of the Polène. So here we have the pouch, and you can definitely slide it in there. It actually fits pretty nicely, to be honest with you, but I'm not going to be able to fit everything else that I was carrying. So let's say I wanted to keep that one in there, I would just and then let's close her up. She closes, but I definitely had to force that close a little bit more than I did when she was previously packed with my other things. So here's another way that you can choose to pack her if you do have any of the Naghetti pouches, or if you own any other pouch more or less within the similar size. I wanted to take a few in order to compare with some of my higher end luxury pieces. This one here is my YSL Uptown pouch, and I'm going to compare it to the Polène because I do feel like the touch of the leather, it's very similar. It's more of like a more textured, rough leather in a good way. But here they are up close, and as you can see, they definitely still have that very beautiful pebbled effect, that textured leather, which I personally love. You guys know me and smooth leather are not the best of friends. You would not be able to tell that this was a Polène bag for $500 and this was a bag for $600, even though YSL has a few bags in the same exact leather which go over the $1,000 mark. Just wanted to pretty much point that out, that even though YSL is considered a high-end or designer brand, Polène definitely is up there with them as well. And then I wanted to compare these two since I do believe that they are very similar to the touch as in leather-wise. So here we have the Parisa Wang Madison tote, and here is the Celine luggage tote, and this is in their grained pebbled leather, but I will bring it as close as possible as I can. You can definitely see the beauty of the textured leather on both. They are both very soft and very mushy to the touch, which I love in a good handbag. I definitely like a handbag in which I carry and it kind of molds to my body and I can just get in and out very easily, not having to make such a fuss about it. And this type of like softer leather definitely gives you the ability to do that. But once again, this is a handbag that currently retails over $3,000. And then here we have the Parisa Wang, which currently retails under $400. So it's just a matter of preference. Obviously, they are two completely different styles. They are two completely different fashion houses. They have also a different history to each brand, but just wanted to more or less point out that leather-wise and feel, they are very, very similar. Also, one little detail that I did want to mention is that Parisa Wang handbags actually come from the same atelier or the same workshop as Chloe and Mulberry handbags do. And the Polène handbags are handcrafted in Spain. So these two handbags are the perfect example that you can get that very luxurious leather feel and leather handbag for a fraction of the price. Don't get me wrong, even though I love myself a really good designer handbag, I just wanted to share this video because, as I said at the beginning, these prices are really just getting out of control. Yes, there are brands that are really doing an exquisite job at creating these bags and are actually hand making each and every one of these pieces. However, the majority of these higher end fashion houses are mass producing a good amount of the handbags and therefore lack a little bit on that quality aspect. Of course, I want to know you guys' thoughts down below. What do you think? Do you feel like in order to get good quality, you just have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars? Do you have any contemporary priced handbags which have lasted you years, maybe even decades? These are just two brands that I decided to point out in this video because it is two bags that I personally own and have used, but I know that there are a bunch of other contemporary priced handbag brands out there that really have proven to hold up extremely well over many years. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new around here. I will leave 2 other videos linked here in case you haven't gotten enough of me yet. But as always, thank you so much for taking some time out of today to watch, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.